Hey folks, here's going, Little John. Out in the brewery, and I'm knocking up some jerky. So I thought I'd just do a bit of a quick vid. Haven't done a brew food for a while, and I know I've done the jerky before, but this is a bit of a follow-up. Just a bit of a revisit. So I'll link up the original video. I'm going to go back and have a look at that. That was the first time I'd ever made jerky. I'd not made jerky before that. So I'm still learning and refining my processes and working out, fine-tuning my marinade recipes and stuff like that. But recently we're doing the big tasting video, and trying so many different variations of the jerky. I've made, as a result of that, I've made adjustments to my own. So today I'm putting on some new stuff for me, a bit of difference. So it's like a Saturday morning. It's 8:15 or something. So this will be ready for this afternoon. I'll have a couple of beers of this later on today. We'll see how this has turned out. But I said, I wanted to jump on because I'm playing around with a couple of different things. First thing I'm playing around with is the actual size of the jerky, but like getting some good sized chunks. Now, what's led to this is up until this batch, I've used the sizzle steak, little thin slices of steak you get from Woolworths, and they're simple and it's very quick to you just sort of basically cut them into a few pieces and away you go. But they're not particularly big. Like even once they're by the time they actually dry down. So what I found when I was doing that tasting was that there was one or two brands and one brand in particular, where the pieces of jerky were much larger than the others. I just found them to be much more enjoyable, getting more in your mouth and having a good bloody, actually getting a really good solid chew and having a, more going on instead of these little bloody bits. So we've got bigger bits today, but what has helped with this is I've changed the meat. I actually bought a topside roast, whole roast. I didn't really write down how big it was, which I should have done, just for the records, but I'm pretty sure my memory was somewhere around 2 kilo, 1.8 maybe, something like that. It was a fair chunk. I think it cost about, my memory, about $22 for that chunk of beef. So I'm going to get a full tray out of this for $22 plus my marinade, so for under $30 without a problem. And I'm going to get a fair whack out of this. So we'll see how this new topside goes. So it actually worked really well. Done the old, stuck it in the freezer for about an hour, so it got a little bit easier to cut. It was a little bit firmer, and well, it didn't take long. It took me 10 minutes, maybe, something like that. 10 minutes to cut it up, and maybe half an hour all up, getting all the marinades done. And that's where I've also got to change. So I've done the standard barbecue, which I've been working on. Each batch I've been playing around getting that, trying to get a little bit more flavour into it. The daughter, particularly, sort of, it just doesn't have enough flavour. And I tend to agree with her. It's never been a real big, highly flavoured sort of a thing, but it's never been really barbecuey enough as such. So I've fine-tuned it a little bit, got a little bit more barbecue into this one, less of the soy base and more of the actual barbecue type of effect. Got a little bit more of the barbecue spices in there, more of actual barbecue sauce, so hopefully that'll make a difference, but we'll see how that goes. Gone with me chilli, and that's a fairly standard way I always make it, because it comes out really good. It's got a good nice bloody bite to it. Everyone tries it, likes it. It's actually good. I'll get to eat this one because anytime I've made it, it's been when the family and stuff have been around, and my nephew has a habit of getting hold of the bag, disappearing with it, and you never see it again, and it all disappears. He'll just sit down and munch a bloody half kilo bag of it, and bloody no problem at all. So 2 standard flavours up and going, but on top of that, I've played around with 2 different ones. Now this is, again, it's coming from that tasting video, and some of the flavours that were in there. And one of the ones I'm playing around with is a honey bourbon. Now, what I did, just for a bit of ease of simplicity, is I started off with the barbecue. Got the barbecue marinade done, and got about a third, whatever, about a third of the meat into that. Bagged it up, and then with a little bit of marinade that was left in the bowl, I went on with the next batch, which was a honey bourbon. So I then built up that barbecue base with obviously honey and some bourbon. Really didn't add anything else to that. That was it. So it was a little bit left over from the barbecue base. Good squirt of honey, and I just kept tipping a bit of the old Forester bourbon in until got to the point where I thought the bourbon taste was strong and wasn't going to get to an overpowering point. So see how that goes. I then took whatever sauce was there and built it up into the chili. There wasn't much there, but just kept rolling through that bloody initial base. Done me chili, then pulled it out, and then finished off with, I did some salt and pepper. So a little bit of the chili base left to start, and then really built it up with a good whack of ground salt and pepper. And a little bit of brown sugar in that as well, just to the brown sugar was to try and offset whatever bite that chili was going to still bring, the bit of chili was going to bring through that was in there, because there was still a whack of chili seed and stuff in that little bit of marinade that I was starting off with the base, so I didn't want that cutting too much against the salt and pepper. I want the salt and pepper to be the player. And what's left of the salt and pepper was loaded gunpowder from beef chief jerky, which is a lot of pepper and stuff. It's got active charcoal on it, which I'm not doing, but the base flavour I think was good. So that's where we were. So more of this batch is barbecued than anything else, because I like my barbecue. It's nice and it's simple. It's not bloody. It's not over the top flavour, but then the rest is sort of split between the other 3 versions. So That's her. Done. She's all on. Dehydrator's loaded up. So I'll put this on. So it'll be looking probably somewhere between 5 and 7 hours depending on how this beef goes. I'm not real sure. It's not real thick, it's not real thin, so we'll soon see. And I'll pop back with a beer later on, and we'll just have a quick look at how these new flavours and the new, to change it to the to that topside roaster's gone. See what difference it makes now, how it all turns out. See you then. Right, we've got through the cook. I ran 70 degrees for 7 hours. And I've got a container full of that here. Yeah, I've lost a bit of track of what flavour was, so I'm gonna have to try and work that out with a bit of chewing. I should be able to do that, I hope. I can just pop this shit open. These bloody containers seal well. Anyway, cool. Smells good. Yeah, so I did, I said 7 hours, 70 degrees. I took a whack off. I've then dropped the temperature in the dehydrator down to 55 and ran it just for another hour, just to dry what was in there a little bit longer. So I'll pull it off just so I can get at it. And again, the problem was I was changing the racks around, trying to keep the drying as even as I could. Yeah, and I just bloody lost track of what's what. But looking at it, I can sort of work out. Well, I can pick the chilli pretty fucking easy because it's got chilli bloody seeds all over it. This would appear to be salt and pepper. But then it's only the barbecue and the honey bourbon. So I'm thinking that'd be barbecue and that'd be maybe the honey bourbon. Yeah, not much to say. But anyway, so we get two pieces of similar sort of thickness. So the stuff that had been in just for the 7 hours, it's got some nice flexibility, but it's actually, it is good and dry. Okay, pretty sure that's the barbecue. Still not some amounts of bloody flavour in that, but it's tasty enough. So the extra hour, and you can certainly feel the difference. It's still nice and bendy, but it's definitely got a much drier finish. Okay, I think that's the honey bourbon. Definitely. Oh, that's quite nice. Took a little bit of honey there to start with. Starting to get that little bit of bourbon on there. Oh, that's nice. I'm on that. Pretty happy how that's come out. So like I said, there's nice dryness there. It's still enough moisture there. It's not that dry you've got to really work super hard on it, which, I mean, I don't mind doing that. I think that extra hour that's slightly lower has been a good not a good result. So as I said, beer and jerky. Now I want to try this salt and pepper. Okay, that's chili. That's honey bourbon, and that means that this here should be salt and pepper. Now there will be some chili seed on it. Now I'm not too worried about this point. I'm just going to throw this in together and I'll just bloody randomly grab this out neat. But trying to work out which is which. Oh yeah, that's the salt and pepper. There's a little bit of the heat from the chili initially, from that little bit of underlying sauce. But as it comes on, that you can really pick up the black pepper. Get out! Rebel! Stop it! Fucking idiot! Stop it! No! Not picking the salt up a hell of a lot there. Oh. Same time, I didn't put a massive amount of bloody salt on it either. So. I'm going to pick out. I'm having trouble picking what's bloody salt and pepper in here. That I believe is salt and pepper. It's not bad. I think it probably needs a little bit more heavier dose on the pepper and the salt to really make it stand out a bit more. But that's going to be a harder flavour because it's not going to really get into the meat as easily. Well, once again I've broken that rule of eating jerky on camera. But anyway, rules are made to be broken. So, I'm happy with that. Another successful batch of jerky. Still not perfect. Still need some working on. I think the drying time is the big one. Just getting the temperature right. I think next time I might work on pulling the temperature down, maybe back down to 60. Let it go longer. Yeah, we go maybe 10, 11 hours. And then go a little bit lower. See how that goes. But this is worked out quite nice. I'm quite happy with that. I'll gonna enjoy snacking on this anyway, there's no doubt about that. So guys, cheers for the support, everybody, Patreon, subscribers, whoever. This was just a little bit of a bonus video, this one. Wasn't really planned to, pardon me, be happening. But I'll throw all this together. An informal brew food video. So if you got any comments, any questions, stick them down the bottom. Ask away. If you got any super duper recipes for your own jerky, super duper flavourings or marinades that work fantastically well, stick them in the comments. But other than that, that's me. I'm done. Gonna finish this up. I'm about to bottle up some seltzers, so that won't be popping on the channel just at the moment, unfortunately for everybody. It's a Patreon special video at the moment. I'm playing around with the seltzers, trying to work out the best way of doing it. There will be a proper video, an actual video on the seltzer in the coming months. Not this lot together, work out what I do and don't like and review the process, and then do a video with that reviewed process and get it right. But for now, that's me, Little John. So till I see you again, we're brewing beer, drinking beer, talking beer, good brewing.